Hello everyone, it's winter, it's cold, and it's time for the fashion code of Fusalp. I'm Natacha Morice and I'm in full ski mode. I'm your fashion expert and I'm going to explain all the codes of Fusalp. The fuseau, the ski suit. Is it couture or is it sportswear? Oh, pardon me, it's Fusalp. F-U-S-A-L-P. Cette vidéo est en anglais, mais tout va bien. Les sous-titres sont disponibles, il faut juste cliquer en bas à droite pour les activer.
Hello, I'm Loic Prigent with Natacha Morice. Subscribe to my channel to know everything about fashion. Don't forget to leave a comment and hit the notification bell. There's a whole playlist of the fashion codes. The fashion codes of Lacoste, Balmain, Courrèges, Vuitton, Dior. And of course, comment about your favorite code of Fusalp.
Les codes de la mode, Fusalp. Welcome to the fashion codes of Fusalp. This is my new co-star. Say hi, Thelma. Thelma skied a lot last night. She's quite tired. The fuseau. Fusalp is the contraction of two words, fuseau and Alps, like the French mountains. Le fuseau des Alpes. Fusalp. The brand is known for its fuseau pants, revealed in 1952. The OG fuseau was created in 1930 by Armand Allard in Megève. But let's rewind a bit. Once upon a time in ski history, people didn't have ski suits to wear. I know, dark times. Skiing was only a means to move from one place to another in the northern countries and for the military. People in the 18th century didn't go skiing for fun. They went to the mountains only in summer. So people didn't need ski gear. In the 1930s, the ski lift is created. The slopes become bigger, higher, and so skiing becomes a sport. A French professional skier called Émile Allais is tired of having to wear a pair of pants that look like parachute pants. They create a pair of trousers that are custom-made and stick to the body. And they call it pantalon sauteur. Jumping pants. Well, Rome wasn't made in a day and Chamonix non plus. When creating Fusalp, Georges Ribola and René Vera have the idea to bring back the pantalon sauteur and make it even better. These ski pants go through a real metamorphosis. They decide to pull the pants out of the shoe and add a strap to hold it to your feet. Genius! This way, it sticks to your leg and the snow can't get in. It sticks to your leg! And the snow can't get in. Why did it take 1900 years? Why? A strap. Come on, guys. Simple. Georges and René also add pre-formed knee patches that enable you to, well, bend your knees. Which is quite practical for skiing, I must say. It's no wonder Fusalp becomes an icon in the ski industry. These ski pants are so efficient that in 1960 the fuseau is adopted by the French ski team. Every ski professional is crazy about Fusalp. Their clothes are body conscious, super light and enable you to move and stay warm at the same time. Fini la silhouette barbe à papa! Hello, hot stuff! The story of Fusalp. Fusalp was created in 1952 by two French guys, Georges Ribola and René Vera, in Annecy, a town in the French Alps. René Vera is at the time the owner of a suit workshop in Annecy. Georges Ribola is one of the suit makers. He goes to René and said, "René, let's make some real nice ski pants. Hein? Faisons des fuseaux. Faisons des fuseaux. With your means and my tailor expertise, we could move mountains, pun intended." We are right in the great 30s, les 30 Glorieuses. The euphoric 3 decades, which are in France the 30 years after the Second World War, when everything was great in terms of economics. I know, it's hard to imagine, but everyone had a job, and if you didn't, you could find one easily. Most social reforms happened at the time. Higher salaries for less hours worked per day, and paid holidays. French people discovered hobbies and started going away to vacations, to the seaside and to the mountains. The ski industry started to thrive. Many ski stations were being built, and at the same time, ready-to-wear was becoming industrial. René and Georges sensed that skiing would become a classical sport and that it would need a popular uniform. They also noticed that the usual ski clothes were not practical. First, they were not windproof. The big pants and large jackets would hold you back with air pressure. And you looked like a potato bag. They decided to make garments that hold tight to the body. At the beginning, men, being men, are not quite sure about these skin-tight silhouettes. But when they understand that they'll be able to ski faster, they adopt Fusalp. Fusalp became one of the most well-known ski brands also because they quickly got into advertising, which was booming then. And, genius idea, they put their employees as models. In 1976, Fusalp was bought by the Empin Group. It lost its creative edge and less than 10 years later, sadly, Fusalp filed for bankruptcy. But Fusalp is iconic and fashion icons never die. Former employees decide to try and save the brand. They open production to outerwear in order to not depend only on ski gear and stop being dependent on 3 months a year. So they start offering pieces for each season, including spring and summer. The brand manages to survive, but with way fewer employees. Finally, in 2014, Philippe and Sophie Lacoste, grandchildren of René Lacoste, René Lacoste, along with Alexandre Fauvet, former CEO of Lacoste, René, decided to bring Fusalp back to life, seeing its potential as a totemic French brand mixing sports and elegance. The B-stretch. In the 1950s, the textile industry is evolving due to the innovations during the Second World War. Textiles are becoming more stretchy and practical. The fuseau has been a revolution, yes, but we still have a blood circulation issue. Whoops! In 1958, the elastic fabric called Lacor is created by the Americans. A similar stretchy fabric called Helenka is also created in Lyon, in France. Fusalp is on the hunt for fabrics that enable movement, so they are very stretched interested. But both fabrics are only vertically stretchy. It's comfortable, but it's not practical to jump, lean and sit. We need fully stretchy, not 45% stretchy. We need stretchiness. One day, George is watching a Western movie. He notices that the cavalry wears pants that have a side band. And paf! Epiphany! Idea! Innovation! What if he placed a lateral band with vertical flexibility on the side of ski pants? This way, the pants become stretchy both vertically and horizontally. Thanks to George, you can now sit down wearing a ski suit. The ski competitions. I'm wearing the ski race outfit from the 1981 French alpine ski team slalom competition. Since the day it was created, Fusalp has been a brand very close to ski champions. In 1966, the Winter Olympic Games are taking place in Portillo, in Chile. The French skier Léo Lacroix is training hard to be ready, but something is holding him back. His love for chocolate? No! A good ski suit. He knows about Fusalp and decides to pay a visit to René and Georges, who happen to live in the Alps. Loic, can you do Léo Lacroix?
Ah oui, si tu veux. Guys, I need a ski suit that holds less the wind and in which I won't get wet.
And can you do René and Georges?
Yes, no problem, Leo. Let's invent this.
Before, skiing looked like this. Imagine you had the anorak blowing in the wind, the race number blowing in the wind. You were like a human kite on skis. With the Leo ski suit, it looked like this. Soup, 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 cutting the air. Soup, so soft, so fast. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Fusalp, babe. Soup, soup. Calm, elegant. elegance. After months of team working, the Leo ski suit is finally ready. With this innovative suit, the French team instantly wins 16 medals at Portillo, and Fusalp get the best worldwide publicity. Since then, professional athletes and mountain guides have been collaborating with Fusalp. The brand knew the best way to keep up was to ask the people wearing their clothes what they needed to be more efficient. And athletes were thrilled to get efficient equipment. Since 2021, Fusalp is the official sponsor of the British ski team. Fusalp also dresses acrobatic skiing champions who have great input as they need ski suits that are very elastic. The ski suit. The most iconic Fusalp ski suit is the Clarisse suit. With skinny legs and a puffer effect on the top, it makes you look like you're wearing a jacket. But no! It's a suit! You can look like this on the slopes today. But it's been a long way. At the beginning of the 20th century, wealthy people and their Nepo babies start going to the mountains during winter. For fun and for sanatoriums. So the dress code is bourgeoisie, but in the cold, meaning tweed, wool jumpers and even ties. Ties! For ski! Ugh. They would ski in hunting suits, horse riding attire, wearing cotton pants and getting their butt cheeks cold and wet. Always ending up with bronchitis. Terrible. I mean, save la bourgeoisie from la bourgeoisie. Then ski suits appeared. Yay! But not yay at all. The first ski suits were made of terrible materials that made you warm but didn't breathe, leaving you soaked to your bones with your own sweat in the freezing wind. And of course, you stank. You reeked like a skunk. I know, this is not the fashion codes anymore. It's the get me out of here codes. But fortunately, Fusalp happened. The ski suits became tighter, lighter, and dare I say, elegant. Nowadays, ski suits are made in a cloth called soft shell, made of 3 layers. In the end, your sweat can dry, but the humidity of the snow can't get in. And you smell like spring. Fusalp uses body mapping. This way, the ski suits are thicker on your vital organs to keep them extra warm and lighter on your armpits to let them breathe. The artistic directors. Fusalp was created by 2 men, but Fusalp has a long history of being artistically directed by women. From 1964 to 1984, the German stylist Ingrid Büchner is in charge of creating the collections. She first came in France at the age of 20 to be a babysitter. But then, classic story, huh? She falls in love and decides to stay in the country of baguette and roulage de pelle. She is the person responsible for Fusalp becoming a sports style brand as well as a ski brand.
Il y a une recherche de tissus à faire et c'est des tissus qui sont à mettre au point avec des fabricants très spécialisés. Il faut que l'air puisse passer tant de mètres cubes par centimètre carré à la seconde. Ni plus ni moins. Et après, bien sûr, il faut dessiner un modèle le plus aérodynamique possible.
She's the one who decided to bring new items to the table. Overalls, padded gaiters, trouser skirts. It's a whole Fusalp way of life that emerges. She is still revered in the house. Her fashion drawings are very dynamic. In 2015, Mathilde Lacoste becomes the artistic director of Fusalp with 20 years experience as a trend manager and fabric developer. At the time, Fusalp is a bit sleepy and the new owners are bringing it back to its full potential. Wake up, darling, it's time to ski. After years of wandering, the brand has lost its identity a bit. So Mathilde Lacoste decides to go back to the iconics, to the archives of the brand. Now let's go! Mathilde Lacoste decides to go back to the iconics, to the archives of the brand. Her goal is to create clothes that are as suitable for skiing as for everyday life. The bleu, blanc, rouge. The color code of Fusalp is red, white and blue, the French flag. Cocorico. But also practical to be seen on the slopes. Hey, it's me! In 1968, Ingrid Büchner, stylist of Fusalp, creates this very fashion-forward model of a coat that you can wear for skiing or for the coldest days of the year anywhere. I'm wearing the Montana jacket. It's lacquered polyamide and decorated with what?
What?
No, not what. What?
What?
Loic, let the adults do the talking. What? French word for voluminous cotton. Padding. And for the padding not to move, Ingrid decides to smock it. What? Aiguité. Diamond smock. In 1969, the diamond smock appears for the first time on the sides of this daffodil anorak. Extensibility, comfort. 1969. It was a good year for everything. Today, Fusalp also proposes leisure wear and ready-to-wear for everyday life. Only 40% of the collections are ski-oriented, actually. In 2014, Fusalp collaborated with the now-closed Colette store for a collection in black and blue, the color of Colette. Oui? Je leur raconte l'histoire des codes Fusalp? Chut. Écoute. I'm wearing an outfit from the collaboration with Chloé in 2020. It's giving intellectual French girl gone on a solo ski trip. I needed fresh air, guys. I was étouffing at Le Floor. Here is the Pucci collab from 2023. This is not your usual colorful ski outfit. It says, let's take the ski lifts, guys. There is a great spaghetti restaurant at the top of the mountain. The Fes Fusili Pucci. Attention, please. This outfit is not made of real fur. Fusalp doesn't do real fur. I would like to tell you how it is made. It's really so soft. But it's a Fusalp secret. I asked, but they refused to answer. They said, we can tell you, but we'll have to erase what's left of your brain. And I said, no, I want to remember the Roman Empire. Yes, there are still secrets, even in the fashion codes. The color block. Ah bah non, color block, I said. Mais non, color block. No, I said color block. Ah, the color block. In the 1980s, the world is undergoing a revolution of colors. It's raining Skittles on the ski slopes. Everyone is taking LSD when shopping for a ski trip. And Fusalp is of course fully on trend. Red, yellow, orange, pink. The Power Rangers are going skiing. Quiet luxury? I don't know her. The campaigns at the time are super pop. Hot girls in full raspberry ski suits, Lemon Barbie going to St. Moritz, Paris and Nicole take Megève. It even becomes sexy with Fusalp. Bums are pulled up, weights are snatched. You wear a ski mask, but it looks cool. You live in a futuristic ski cottage with oval windows, white sofas, and you drink neon orange juice with the grenadine all day. Your cat is called Trish. Today, the Fusalp DNA is more chai latte and organic bread. But don't worry, gummy bear colors are still available for a happy day on the slopes. Look, I'm wearing the yellow one. And Fusalp bonus, there is even a special shoulder pad for your skis. Smart! The Titouan jacket. This Fusalp jacket is the Titouan. It's fitted for the board meetings, but you can stuff it in your backpack. You can do or use it as a stress reliever. And then put it back for your next business meeting. See? Perfect was not enough. It's not perfect, it's always perfect. And the pockets are closed by a magnet. This way, nothing falls off and it's waterproof. Ah, fresh air. Nature, favorite capital of the world.
Voilà, this was the Fusalp Fashion Codes with Natacha Morice. Let us know about your favorite outfit and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Cheers!
Bye! Bye-bye!
Right, Fusalpissimo, if you got till the end.
Thank you for watching, and now 1 minute of white nose. Ça va mieux? Now, good night and sleep tight.